Greetings everyone, and welcome to Subnautica 2. This of course is the sequel to the masterpiece known as Subnautica. It also follows another game called Surface Nautica Below Zero. Now this was released on Steam 2 days ago at the time you're watching this. It's in early access and the developers are targeting a 2-year time span until the game is complete. So a lot of things are going to change. A lot of things are going to be added, so we can only look at what we have right now. A couple of things before we begin. Pretty quick. You might notice I'm getting a graphics driver warning at the top. We'll talk about that in-game when we have an opportunity. I don't want to tie that up here, but I did want to point it out. Now, I have actually played a little bit of the game, and I gotta tell you, I have added 2 mods. The mods do not affect gameplay. One of them adds something that was in the first 2 games and for some reason isn't here. The ability to turn off the heads-up display. Why it's not there, I don't really know, but I have added it. The other thing is that it's another appearance thing, is that when you jump in the water, you get this big mask on your face. Yeah, you're not going to see that with me because I have a mod removing it. That was always a big trouble for taking screenshots underwater. Both of those really have to do with screenshots, by the way. You know, if you have stuff all over the screen, it really doesn't make a good screenshot. And underwater, if you have the big mask on, ooh, that is just terrible. But that's it. Does not affect gameplay in any way. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump in, and like I said, I have played it, so I'm going to talk about some of the things that I learned, because some things are not apparent. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the old startup single player game, and we're going to begin a new one, and it's going to be survival. So we have survival and creative. Creative, I guess, means you can't die or anything like that. I'm guessing there's going to be like a hardcore in the future, but we're going to go with survival, and we are going to start the game.
Body print complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings. Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
Alright, so here is the first new feature you're going to run into in this game, adaptations. Alright, it wants me to go into my PDA, so we're going to do that. Now, adaptations. Right now, I have a problem with pressure tolerance. So I need to adapt something from this planet into my biology in order to survive. Fortunately, something is nearby. Oh, I have to talk to this fellow to open the door. And boot Noah.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another Noah node in the life pod outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety.
Okay, so I'm going to download the Noah image.
You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart. I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
User
Okay.
death imminent. Proceed
Alright,
to
so adaptation. So we need to keep an eye open for these.
Thanks to Alterra Pioneer Nanotech, your body can adapt survival traits from a Zazuran rat. Proceed to the sampling pavilion.
Alright, so insert hand.
Gene donor found. You must adapt alien traits to survive. Sample. Adapting trimethylamine N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
Okay, do I have to invite him to Christmas? Alright, so now if we look at adaptations, I have pressure tolerance. I am going to have to get another one of these soon after reaching the surface. It's critical. Alright, I don't think there's anything... Oh, that's right, there's a distraction flare. Alright, so, you know, I don't like carrying that around in my hands, so I'm just going to put that in my inventory. I don't think there's anything else in here for me to grab, but I'm not dying. That's a good thing. Hi, how are you doing? He's not very talkative. Anything else around here? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, right, there's a button.
Scanning for necessary adaptation. Clear for work.
Okay, I have a health kit. Okay, what is this? Use. Okay, I think I did good. Anything in these packages? Oh, water! Water, good. Anything else? Okay, I see a lot of water. You know, it said that I was coming to a desert planet, by the way. I don't think I'm on a desert planet. Just saying. Okay, I guess they didn't make it. Should I try to help them? I guess not. Alright, so anything else around here? Before... Okay, a sponge. Well, I don't have a scanner, so there's not a lot I can do about that right now. Alright.
Barometric depth gauge activated.
Okay. Alright, he said there was a black
serious
box.
Accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call.
Yeah, that looks like a serious accident to me. Yep. Okay. Use. Black box unknown. Oh,
There are no other life pods in inventory.
Oh, good, I got oxygen in here.
Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Okay, so in other words, there's a bunch of colonists still in their, like, tubes, and I have to get them out of here. Alright, that's fine. What about what I just saw? Log? Alright, she just basically told me that. Okay, and now what I have to do is I have to put Noah in here. Upload Noah Advisor. He's gonna give me quests. Okay, access.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node, ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the CICADA, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin?
Alright, I get from that is that if I die, he can print a version of me to continue. So, just like the Cylon's resurrection chamber. Launch?
I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
Okay, outside. So I guess this black box was only for showing me the way. Alright, he said that they were around the back. Okay, there's one. Is there anything cool around here? Okay, oxygen's going down quickly. Is this scrap I can take with me? Okay, I better get inside before he leaves without me, even though I am the QI.
Oxygen.
It's still pointing to this. Is there something I didn't do? Hold on a minute. Okay, I don't know. I just hope that that's not something that's going to be following me the whole time. You know what I mean? Okay, so... launch. I mean, shouldn't I sit down for this? Because this is probably going to be extreme.
Prepare for launch.
Okay, I'm getting into a chair, right?
Life pod release.
Okay, why am I not getting into a chair and strapping myself in?
Trajectory error.
Uh-oh. Yeah, going down is probably not what I want.
Collision. Collision. Thrusters disabled. Clearing main thrusters. Stand by.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great view, but really, I should be strapped into that chair behind me.
Collision. Obstructions detected. Increasing thrusters. Releasing parachute.
Okay, that looks like the surface.
Release firing mechanism failure. Brace for impact.
Okay.
Starnav does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
Titan class?
You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
Well, thank you for letting me know I'm not on a desert planet. Okay, I guess I should probably talk to him. Well, that's big. Okay, missing colonists.
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned. Many of them more than once. This is my purpose. To reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay. Credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA.
Okay, and what about survival guide?
This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the CICADA answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
Okay. Did he actually find any location? No, he didn't. Okay, so he's supposed to send me locations for the colonists. Yeah, very similar to the first game. Hey, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, what can I do here? Equipment? Yeah, that looks like a good idea. Rubber and fiber. And air tank. Yeah, this needs silver. Fortunately, I know where to get silver. Okay, and then of course, the multi-tool, I just need titanium for that. And then the scanner, and then air bladder. I don't usually use air bladders. Right, here's the thing. This fabricator is actually broken, so there's a lot of things that I can't make with it. Yeah, like health kits. Even if you have what you need. Alright, so obviously the first thing is to start collecting things. And very soon after that, we have to go looking for another one of those adaptions. Allow me to
Locating
demonstrate.
colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water.
Okay, water! Oh, I should say, yeah, I do need water. Here's the thing, in this game,
From hand tools to corrosion
water
resistant
is just
habitats,
lying around.
Titanium is an ideal structural material.
Ooh. I will take the quartz.
This quartz contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome.
This is a water slug.
This organism filters brine into drinkable fresh water. This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load.
Alright, let me take a quick look at him for a second. Right, now if you look at it, it says digestive incompatibility, which means I can't eat it. However, this is a source of water, and that's not a problem. See, if I take the water slug, which are just lying on the ground, by the way, I can turn that into water. However, I can't eat any of the fish until I have the adaptation right here, which will allow me to do it. Fortunately, I kind of know where it is. All right, let's just put in these. I don't think I have enough for the tool yet. Where is that one? Yeah, right there. I need one more for the survival multi-tool. It's essentially a hammer. Alright, let's look around. See, the slugs are just lying around, so water really isn't a problem, at least early on. Alright, I'm just going to grab titanium. Alright, you can already see that there are wreckages around. There's one, like there. There's another one, I think, over here.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent HUD icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
There's another
Remember
wreckage
that
over there.
You are in command of the oxygen.
Yep, oxygen. Alright, basically, the Noah just found something for me to do. Probably the location of one of the colonists. Okay. Oh, no, biolab test.
I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage.
Okay, so basically he wants me to die, so I'm just going to say yes.
Standing by to reprint you.
Right, so I believe this is the biobed right here. So if I die, I'm going to reprint over here. Here's the way I figure it. I'm going to die eventually. So I'll just go on with my life until I die, and then he can reprint me. There's no reason to, rush the situation. Oh, and that does remind me. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I do have a problem with food, but we do also have a couple of nutrient blocks. Oh, and I do have 3 of these now, so let's make the survival multi-tool.
Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists, or the self.
Okay, so I have a hammer because they don't trust me with anything else. Okay, so here's the situation. What I consider the thing that I need most right now would be the air tank. Now, the problem with the air tank is I need 2 silver. I do know where to get silver, and it happens to be in a direction that's going to help me. The thing is, I also think I should see about getting some rubber going. Does it tell me specifically what I need for rubber? Right, okay, got it. Yep. Alright, so I'm looking for the little bright orange globes. Yeah, I am going so slow right now. Alright, but I do have this for hammer time. And I do see that we have some more of the quartz. Okay, and we'll grab that too. Right. I think there's a place. Okay, so that's copper.
Copper is key to simple electronics. Oxygen is copper on cave roofs.
Oh, oxygen.
and overhangs.
Yeah, oxygen. Oxygen. Up, 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 up. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so I think there's actually an oxygen plant down here. Going down. Nope, absolutely wrong. Ouch.
The
This is what I'm
portable
looking
locker
for.
can be hand carried or
Right,
attached
give me
to a
this.
hard point.
Okay,
Avoid
give me
workplace
this.
friction. Inform your co-workers before moving your stash.
I know. Ouch. All right, so there's a couple of these things lying around, and I just want to have one for extra storage. So we'll just drop that there for now. Do I have anything? Yeah, I want to drop some stuff off. Hold it a second. Okay, so put the quartz in there, put the copper, put the titanium, and this will be 4 titanium. It only fits in one spot. Very nice indeed. All right, let's go. Now, I'm actually looking for... Oh, I think this is the one. Yeah, right there. That's an oxygen plant. And I have stuff that I need to get down here. Okay, including another one of those. And I will take you, and I will take you, because you're water. Some more titanium. There's another container. That's a big bunch that I don't need right now. All right, so these are actually used for batteries.
Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries.
And the guy in the middle is used for health kits. Now, I can't make them right now. Is that?
Oxygen.
Yeah, that's more copper. All right, let's go up. It's directly below. All right, let me get in here. Okay, and we'll put stuff in here. Now, I should be able to make a battery now. Okay, hold on to the water slug. Put that in there too. Yeah, I can't do anything with that one at the moment. But I want to grab it when I can. Let's see. More water. Now, I think that I can make a battery now. Right, because I have 2 copper and I have 1 of those acidic rayon pouches. Alright, so having a battery is a good thing because... Hey, look, I can make a scanner! Let's make a scanner.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life.
I have no idea. Alright, now I need to look around. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just going so slowly at the moment. It's just torture. And it does seem to be getting darker. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for now because I'm just finishing. I'm filling my inventory. Ah, there's what I'm looking for. All right, first things first. Oxygen. I really, really need to get the upgrade for the oxygen tank. Right, these I believe.
Do not hesitate to use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity.
Okay, let's head up. Okay, are these the ones that I'm looking for? Yep, they are. Okay, so these guys will get me rubber. Among other things. Because I have a long trip to do. Okay, up we go. Now, let's see. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, these things here, you can't make them until you repair this. It's actually going to be easier to just make a new one. In other words, we'll be able to make a primitive base before that's a problem. Okay, hold it a sec. Let's see. Oh, rubber. Okay, make another rubber, because why not? Alright, anything else here? No, I don't have the fibrous pulp yet. Mild acid, I don't need those. Alright, now, what else did I need for the flipper? Oh, the fiber. Okay, so... Also, a very nice addition is that the game will reach into your base's containers in order to do things. For instance, I just put the rubber in there, so if I do this, you'll see it's able to access the rubber, but I don't have the fiber yet. So yeah, very nice little update right there. So that way you can just put things where you want them to, and I guess there's a range limit. Maybe we'll have to have like a crafting run. All right, the one thing, how much is in this one? 40. All right, I'm gonna have to eat that. And we're also gonna drink that. Okay, do I have another one? I'll just carry it with me. All right, it is starting to get dark, but I do need to find some stuff. And I'm not sure if I remember what I'm hitting, because I need to get that fiber. It's important to have fiber in your diet. Oh, I got more of these guys. I will absolutely take them. And yeah, I'll take that too, because that is copper. Let's see. I don't want to go too deep, because after all I have to surface, don't I? Breathe. Alright, once I think these guys...
There is no sign of plant life on this world.
Now the good thing about it is when you hit something...
closer to vinyl or latex than cellulose. Committed vegetarians should expect bloating.
A good thing is that when you hit things, you don't have to go chasing them.
Flares may distract attacking predators.
Okay, did something bite me? Or I can hit him in the face with my hammer. That'll probably work too. Right, as I was saying, when you hit things, you know, to break them up, you don't have to go chasing them, which was always a problem in the first game. You know, it's a little bit annoying. Now it goes right into your inventory. Okay, so first thing I want to do is actually not that. All right, we're going to get fiber from the fibrous pulp. And I'll do a second one. Okay, so now I can make the basic fins because I have the fiber. All right, now the next thing I need, as you can see, is going to be... yeah, the standard air tank, 2 silver. All right, so that's in the general direction I want to go to anyway. Can I make... Right, I can make more rubber. How many of those do I have? I can get more. Okay, so let's offload the rubber, the fibrous pulp, and of course the copper. Alright, so I'm going to need another one of these nutrient blocks with me, and of course I can heal. Alright, so how are we doing? Yeah, it is a little on the dark side, isn't it? Alright, why don't we just wait until morning? Alright, it does seem to be brightening up now, so let's get going. Now, we're heading directly north from the pod. So let's just keep an eye open for things that we might need. Alright, are you a problem? Okay, I got a hammer, and I'm not afraid to use it. Okay, back on course, north. Now, there's a couple of things we need to get over here. I'm not going to interact with all the stuff that's down here because I am going to get a mission for that. However, there is something that I desperately need over here. Ow, ow, ow. Is it here? That's not what I need. Alright, hold on a minute. Is there oxygen here? I don't see it. Alright, let me get back up. Yeah, that's the, okay, surface. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Up here. Okay, what is that? It's a flying whale. All right. What I'm looking for is silver.
Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source.
Yeah, that's the other thing we're looking for. Oh, yeah, that's got, like, poison and stuff. All right. Okay, that's, copper. I guess maybe it's kind of random?
Oxygen.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get to the surface. Oh, that's just annoying. Yes, yes, yes. And it's getting dark, but... Yes, there we go. Okay, let's look around. Maybe... Because I didn't see it. The problem is there's a poisonous spore thing. And that is causing me some problems. Yeah, that right there. I take damage from that. Let me just look around. Okay, quartz. Quartz. That's also quartz. It's not what I'm looking for, though. What I'm looking for is not quartz. Okay, let's get out of here and go up here. Alright, here's the thing. Let's go take care of the other item that we need to do, and then we'll come back. Alright. South. North. There we go. Oh, I missed it. It's over to the side. Okay, so... This is what I'm looking for.
Oxygen.
If you remember what the adaptation looked like inside of
Potential donor found. Suit surface detects molecules matching the organism from the sleep bay.
Give me... oxygen. Right, this one right here.
Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
Right, that means I can now eat the food, eat the animals that are here. Remember this guy, the water slug? It doesn't say digestive incompatibility anymore. Of course, that doesn't fix my other problem, does it? Alright, let's try this again. And here's the thing. I'm bringing just one water and one cooked fish, which I can now eat, by the way. This guy is 30 food. Yeah, this guy's been harassing me. And he's been taking chunks out of me, too. There's actually like 2 of them. Alright. I have to see whether or not I can get silver. Because I absolutely have to have it. You can see the oxygen problems I'm having. So, we're going to head over this way. And this time, I'm going to go down and see if I can find it. If I run out of oxygen and die, well, I'm gonna do Noah's mission then, ain't I? Alright. Fill. Down. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's look around. Okay, what is this? This is nothing. And I can't help but notice that there's no oxygen plants in here. Titanium.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I'm in deep doo-doo. Titanium. Yeah, I'm gonna die now. But then again, I'm supposed to. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, I got oxygen here. Ooh, who are you guys? Can I scan you? Okay, can I beat you? Okay, I didn't realize that we had this here. Okay, so this is good. I can look around now. What is this? Silver! Oh! Get out.
Silver is a mainstay feedstock for electronics.
Okay. How many did I get? Alright, I really could use more. I need, Oh, is this silver again? Yes, it is. I mean, I'm down here. I should try to get as much as I can. Okay, so I got 5. Titanium. Alright. Let's see if I can find any more. Okay, that's poisonous. Ooh. No, that's titanium. Alright, my inventory is filling a little, but I already got what I need. But I just want to see if we can get some more silver! And silver. Okay, let's fill up, and then let's get to the surface as quickly as possible. Success! Success. Okay, so... And that's more, but I don't need to carry it. Yeah, I know, it's that stupid toxin. Okay, which direction is home? There it is. Alright, I do believe I have everything that I need to make the, I think it's a standard air tank. At the moment, I don't have an air tank. I have my lungs, and they're not doing me too well. You know what I mean? And up. And over here. And over to this. And yes, standard air tank. So I need 2 titanium, 1 rubber, and 2 silver, and I have more than that. Okay, so... Yes, 75. I now have 75. Alright, I can't fit anything more in here. How am I doing here? Oh, no. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just put stuff in there. And we'll take this, and we'll take this, because I didn't mean to drop them. Alright. Drop that. Back up. Yeah, I did see another one of those. I didn't take it with me. Okay, put that down. Put the silver. I needed silver for something else, too. What I think what I need to do is make copper wire. I make copper wire, and I think I get the wiring kit then. Okay, put the silver in there. Okay, I need 2. Alright, and let's do this. Okay, copper wire. Yeah, but I can't make it because this thing is broken. Okay. It's okay, I know what to do. First things first, does he have a new location for me? Put this away. Okay, drink that. And we'll take this, and then I can eat that. There we go. Let's talk to you. Anita!
Contact. I've located the black box of Anita Gottschall, the colony purser. Partial voice data retrieved.
We're so hungry.
Anita always liked to watch you shuffle cards. She said you had a knack for holding things. Find out what happened to her. Signal location uploaded to your PDA.
Okay, so the text there was different, so I'm guessing, you know, it is early access. Alright, it is nighttime again, but I'm not going long distance. Here's the thing, I'm actually going over this way because there's something I want to get my hands on. Alright, now we are moving faster, and of course we have a better air tank. So, there is stuff I want over
Colony
here.
Structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat.
Yeah, I'm scanning the coral there.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
Yeah, my convenience, when I feel like it. Hey, look! The habitat builder! then let's go in here. Yes, it is a little on the dark side. Okay, so this is a biolab. Oh, that's right. I need to bring a battery with me. I completely forgot about that. Okay, not a problem. I'm just going to scan stuff because I want everything. Where is it? Oh, and the lights too, I believe, right? Got that. Is that a different one? Not a different one. All right, hold on a minute. You know, I need to go back and get a battery. I did make a battery, so I have it. I have to plug the battery into that thing. By the way, you'll notice that the scanner in my hand has a new function here. It's got like a little radar telling me that there's something I can scan, even if it's something, you know, natural to the planet. Very, very useful indeed. All right, let me just pop in here for a moment and then open this. Grab the battery. Everything else is fine. All right, I do need to grab more fish though. Right, since I was over there, it kind of activated it because it wants me to do something. So I do need to grab fish, and let me tell you something. There's 3 fish that I need to grab. No, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. All right, in here. Oh, hi. Oh, it's you again. Get out of here. Just hit the road. All right, so let's put the battery in here.
All systems online. Power connected.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, co-voltaic surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Nahima?
Hey, fellow debt slave. I'm Nahima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Maysfield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
Okay, there is way too much dialogue in this game. I do appreciate that I am a silent protagonist. That was a big problem with Surface, you know, Nautica Below Zero. But there's way too much talking in this game. By the way, while I was listening, I scanned another piece of the habitat builder, so I can do that. All right, by the way. Okay, who just hit? You followed me down here, didn't you? All right, so yeah, there was a panel under the floor here. And of course, there is an oxygen plant down there. So it's coming. Boom, there we go. All right, now that we have the power, we can activate this NOAA and boot it.
I'm in. Having a look around. This structure was connected to Sleep Bay 3 until the bay suddenly moved. Picked up and hurled a full fathom into the deep, with you and I aboard. 20,000 hours earlier, a hard line leading to a habitat complex in the north was deliberately cut. Why? And if I am not mistaken, and I never am, this node was killed by an explosion below the structure. More mysteries for the qualified investigator. I've retrieved 2 messages. I think you should review them. I remember Sophie very fondly.
Okay, so one good thing about reading these or listening to them is it does stop the oxygen. However, this guy's going to attack me again, isn't he? Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, let's just go back here and see if there was anything else here. Start biomods.
You'll want to visit the biolab near the entrance and install a passive and active biomod. While less permanent than adaptations, I've been told they're more fun. Sophie would have cleared anything in there.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is the next different mechanic that's in the game. Biomods. Since we... just go away already. Okay, since we powered this place, we can use this now. So there's active biomods and passive biomods. So what it is right now, we have to choose one. So we have dash. Okay, I already selected it. Dash in any direction to avoid predators or Pathfinder. Release a trail of pheromones you can follow to find your way. All right, I'm going to go with dash for now. Okay, passive. So we have sea skimmer, swim faster when close to underwater surfaces or the seafloor. Slows oxygen consumption. I don't have to read anymore. That one right there. Slows oxygen consumption. Okay, so I have the biomods. Okay, left shift. Oh, that's the dash one. Okay, why am I dashing backwards though? Going forward, going forward. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to play with that. I think everything... I'm looking around to see if there's... Okay, display tank.
This case was broken by a survival multi-tool. Sabotage is a serious crime. Samantha Ayu's bombing of Alterra labs delayed critical Kara research by decades.
Give me the oxygen. There we go. Is there anything else here to scan? Well, let me just grab you since I'm here. What is over here? Titanium and titanium. Okay, that's good. And since these guys are for batteries, let's just grab them too. And then grab that because it's for medkits. Oh, okay. I guess that dash isn't too bad. Alright, let's get back to base. Because we have to make something. Alright, so there is the dash. That's not bad. Okay, so the thing I need to make, of course, is the habitat builder. Alright, so I need glass and a basic battery. I should be able to make both. Glass because I have 9 pieces of quartz. And then a battery because I have the copper and I have the acidic pouch. Alright, so going back over to here. Yes, now we can make the habitat builder.
Congratulations. You have taken a major step towards zero debt today. As a platform for systems like the processor and scanner station, a habitat is a vital investment in your future. A habitat can also be an emotional anchor, proof that you've built something to last. Remember, it's easier to replace a body than a base.
Okay, apparently I'm also getting therapy. Right, so I really can't make a lot now. So I can make a couple of corridors together, put a hatch on it, and then build a fabricator. And of course some wall lockers too. See, the thing is I can't make the repair tool to repair the things inside here that I can't make, but I can make a new one, and that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I think we're gonna take care of that in the next episode, and then what we can start doing is following the leads that he wants us to go on. Like for instance, Anita's black box. It was probably in the area that we were just in, you know, for the silver. You know, there was some stuff on the outside. I kind of stayed away from it.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
Well, his convenience is not my convenience because I have something to do. It's called signing off. Anyway, this is Subnautica 2. So we do have the habitat builder, and I'm going to build a little base, but I don't have the schematic for the room yet. And once you see it, you'll realize they have made a rather awesome change to the way rooms are actually built. And I gotta tell you, they kind of borrowed it from No Man's Sky. We can't really talk about that until, of course, I have the room schematic. But we will build something because I'm going to need some place to do storage. And, of course, I'm going to need a functioning fabricator. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of this, you're going to give the video a like. You're going to say something about that, too, in the comments down below for the Great God algorithm. And, of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. Boom! Yeah, it's really supposed to be able to do that. Why did they forget it? Modders are awesome. See ya.